Hey everybody, how are you doing today? We are talking about grudges today, in fact, hardened grudges. Talking about this HG40 in the credit shop, the free epic here if you have the credits. I don't usually buy things from the credit shop. You can see that I have a lot of credits stored up here, 500,000 plus. But I think that this yellow on the iron sight might be better than what I have as my best epic HG40 camo. So, we are going to go shopping and buy this and play a match with it. Feels good to spend all those credits that I've been saving up here. So I'm looking at the iron sights here, and these are actually not as good as I hoped. They looked a lot more yellow, so I've got a different idea for today's video. So don't worry, we'll still make use of the HG40 Hardened Grudge. Instead, I'm going to turn this into a Guns for Beginners video because I've been meaning to do this on the HG40 ever since I picked it up in a BR match and realized that it might be pretty good. It's got some buffs. It wasn't really one of the best for a few years, but it's got some buffs recently, and now it can actually 3-shot kill if you hit the right areas in the first damage range, and that's awesome. The other main thing that I look at for guns for beginners is the recoil pattern, and as you can see in the bottom right, the recoil pattern is pretty much up, and that's a good thing as well. I also didn't mess with the hip fire on here, but 173 is actually a really good base hip fire too, so it can be very versatile. Close range hip firing and ADS long range. I built the bullet spread out to be 16.7, which is pretty low. Well, let's talk about the rest of the gunsmith here. So I decreased the bullet spread a lot and then added some recoil control because it is vertical recoil. There is maybe more than you'd want to control as a beginner. So that's what the marksman barrel does here. That provides a lot of the recoil control and the range too. I've been putting these lasers on. They're pretty great. The other thing I like about this is it's got a fast reload mag. It's got this one and this one. So, depending on how many rounds you want to add, but it's 25% is a significant decrease in reload time. As a comparison, the sleight of hand only decreases by 15%. You could actually put both of them on there if you want. You'd have a super fast reload. I've done that before, and that's kind of fun. And then I went with the tactical suppressor. Now, this is one of the SMGs that has a really big damage boost from the monolithic suppressor, and that's what I started with. But I really appreciated having the lower ADS bullet spread, so I could be accurate and get kills, 4-shot kills all the way out to that 30-meter range without missing too many shots because of bad bullet spread. As for the Hardened Grudge camo, I see a this way sign. It kind of looks like construction to me, maybe. I'm not sure. If anybody knows what that is, feel free to comment. I already showed you how the iron sight was not really what I was expecting. It's not a bad iron sight. I just found that when I was a beginner on this game, I always appreciated having the red dot sight here, and my preferred reticle is that little plus sign thing. So we'll look at the side since this is a new camo. You see all those signs, that industrial looking brown color on there. And this is the recoil. Said it's mostly up. The way I've got it built out, it moves really slow, so you should have no trouble learning to control that easily. So this could be an interesting map for the HG40. Definitely get the chance to try out some of its long range potential. Not sure about the close range and the hip firing. This might not be the best map for that, but usually somebody likes to post up by that car, so I'm just checking for that. I hear some snipes around me here, but not seeing anybody yet. Oh, my teammate just killed a guy up there. Looked like with a thermite. That's cool. There we go. That's our first victim. Very efficient, hitting lots of shots with the low bullet spread. I'm going to see if I can creep up on this guy. Oh, man. Somebody else showed up. I got to watch that replay. Did he know? Oh, he did see me there. He saw me before I saw him. That's for sure.
We've taken the lead.
Well, that's good to know. I always like taking the lead. Hey. The trick here, on this big crossfire map with wide open spaces is you want to stay inside buildings and behind good cover. Look at how solid those kills are. That's where the bullet spread comes in handy. You want to stay in the buildings, make sure you have good cover, unless you've got a gun that you built out specifically for long-range combat, which is not what we're doing today. Now, the fire... What is this guy doing? Oh, he's trying to run away. Got him. Oh, that feels so solid. I'm glad I opted for the bullet spread instead of the monolithic suppressor. Let me get you. Oh, just the major assist there. There gotta be some people over here. I just took out this guy up here, so he should be clear. Not seen anybody, but there's a guy right here on the UAV. Teammate got him first. So the HG-40 is... Let's get this guy. Oh, that was a double. They were standing right in a row. Never stand directly behind your teammate, people. That's why. We're going to see if we can sneak up on this guy upstairs. But the HG-40 kind of has a slower fire rate out of the SMGs. I kind of categorize them into slower fire rate and faster fire rate. Slower ones... Oh, how did I not get him with the hip fire? That's embarrassing, after I was telling you that the hip fire was good. But some of the slower ones, you know, like the Bison, the USS-9 that everybody seems like they're using right now. The HG-40 kind of feels like the USS-9 a little bit to me. Re-challenge after the tree. He didn't know which side it was coming out on. Surprised that worked. Yeah, so slower fire rate, but definitely can still get a fast time to kill if you can get that 3-shot kill up close. Hello. Did not know I was coming. That's why you play with the Dead Silence perk. Okay, I thought there was somebody up here. Is he in here? No? Okay, nobody's up here. You know, and then the opposite of the slow fire rate ones would be the fast fire rate, like the Fennec, QQ9, CX9. So, you know, you miss a few shots, it doesn't really matter as much. But with the HG-40 here, you do have to be a little bit more accurate. Let's get you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it does... Initially, the bullet spread is really good. That's how all guns work. But then it starts to get worse the longer you hold down the fire button. So sometimes it's good to take a break, take your finger off the fire button for a second. Let's get this guy. What? How did I not see that? Where was that hiding? Wow. Glad I saw that alert. But sometimes it's good to take your finger off the fire button for a second and then restart so you get that better low initial ADS bullet spread when you're shooting long range. Especially if the guy's just camped out, you know, like he's a sniper. Ooh! You know, and even though, because this is an SMG, we decrease the ADS time, it still aims down the sights pretty quickly. Okay, we're gonna surprise this guy. Yeah, he was getting nervous. He was switching to his secondary. He didn't know which side of the wall I was gonna pop out on. So I was messing with him. Wow. This guy's sniping everybody here. We are holding on to the lead a little bit, so that's good. Yeah, I saw you in the UAV. I wanted to check. Make sure you were up there and not underneath. But wow, my teammate got him. Double teamed him, distracted him. We have an XS1 Goliath? Wow, who is doing that well to get an XS1 Goliath? That's crazy. Nobody's over here? I'm the only one... Oh, there's somebody just died. I'm the only one from my team on this side of the map, and there are no enemies over here? Okay. I guess that's how it is. Time to go somewhere else. But it looks like we've got this kind of wrapped up here. We've got an 8-kill lead. Well, 7. I guess it's shrinking. Maybe we don't have this wrapped up. Let's hip fire you. There. You got to show up the hip fire. And somebody almost hit me with a ballista. So, oh! Take that out. That guy didn't even notice my teammate running past. That's crazy. So, a few hip fire kills. Promise to show you how the hip fire bullet spread is good enough. And that's going to be our match. Oh, hey, I was really expecting whoever got that XS1 Goliath to be the MVP there. But apparently I did well enough. So that's awesome. So 75, 15, 5, and 1. Pretty nice. So I'm guessing that second place guy is who got the Exodus one. 15 kills. But yeah, that was the guy that was sniping everybody. The HG40 is very versatile if you build it out this way. I was playing range, hitting the shots. I was playing up close with the hip fire. And it's fun. I haven't pulled this out in a long time, and I'm glad this Hardened Grudge camo gave me the chance to do that. Just still disappointed in the iron sight coloring a little bit. But thanks for watching, everybody.